Okay, Robert, so a few days out from a massive game at Fulham. How are you and the boys feeling at this particular moment?
Yeah, it's been a obviously up and down week, with obviously managers coming and going and different things, but end of the day we're professional footballers, we've got a job to do. The most important thing is to represent this football club and do the best you can possibly do in terms of putting a great performance on against Fulham, because the away form needs to change, and obviously the board up above think that changing a manager does that. So I think that as professionals we've had a great week and we're fully behind the new manager. He's brought some great ideas on board, so hopefully we can get a good result.
When the club does change manager like this, what kind of impact does it have on the squad?
Well, it's not been too much, because it's not a new manager from a different club as such, or somebody that's coming in, because the gaffer knows the squad, and he's been involved with the club for the last maybe 20 years or something like that, I think it is. So I think when that happens, there's not too much drastic change. He just comes in and freshens a few things up with his ideas, and that's what he's done. So as I say, we're ready for the task ahead, which will be a tough game. It'll be, as I say, a relegation battle. So we know what's at stake. A win there will set us up for the next. As I say, people have been talking about the big 4 games, so hopefully we can get a good result there and set ourselves up for those games.
Is this likely to be one of the biggest games as a Norwich City player you've been involved in?
Yeah, it will be, from what's at stake. But I'm one of those ones that I take every game exactly the same. So I'd be sitting here lying if I wouldn't say it's now such a big game. But it's obviously at stake with a relegation fight. So hopefully, as I say, we can get a good result. But I treat every game as if it's my last, really, and try and prepare for every game exactly the same. So I'll be ready.
It was a tough outing at Craven Cottage last time around in the FA Cup, but I do recall that you guys came out of the blocks very quickly. You hit the crossbar and Nathan Redmond had a chance very early on, so I assume you're looking to replicate that starting and get at them early on Saturday. Yeah,
we've been on the training ground this week. We've got fresh ideas, and the manager has got things up his sleeve, so I know straight away the boys will be ready. The place has been lively. And I think to get a good result, I think you need to come out the blocks firing, and I think you need to be very careful with what threats they've got as well. So it'll be a good old contest, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's been a tough spell for the team, Robert, but for yourself it's been quite a prolific goal scoring spree in recent games. How do you assess your own form right now?
Well, I'm trying to, as I say, repay the fans who stuck with me since the start of the season, where hard work was always there, but you're judged on scoring goals and creating goals, so that wasn't there. So the fans were getting a little bit impatient because of the impact I had last season, and it was one of those situations where I had chances, it just wasn't really happening for me. So I'm quite glad that I've had a good goal scoring form right at the business end of the season, and I'm sure those fans will be looking for big characters to try and score goals, and I believe I can do that. So that's why the previous manager had me on the side, and I repaid that, but I need to kick on again, because this is where it counts. So hopefully I can do that again.
Fulham are in the relegation places. They're chasing you. So what kind of response are you expecting for them? Might they be a bit cautious, or are they going to come out guns blazing, coming right after you guys?
To be honest with you, I'm not focusing too much on them, and I don't think the new manager will be. I know they'll have threats, but it's about Norwich City. It's about what we can do. Too many times we've away from home, the other side have punished us, and we haven't got results. So I think now it's about us. It's about what we can do. We've got players on the side that can hurt teams, so let's show it.